Welcome, everyone, to the house that Rockne built, Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Washington Huskies. Taking on another team from the ACC, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Going up top on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what get the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, running back on the move. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll run the option. Quick toss. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The inside handoff. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Looking to throw for it. He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Great job by the defense there, slowing down that jet sweep. And a big key was the defensive end containing the play, forcing the receiver to cut back inside to where all the traffic was.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. At the 35, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 35, he's open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The give on the inside. They get him down. Tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. One step wrap, 2 step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Irish!
Start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. Offense getting set for first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 7, Washington 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At midfield, he's got room. Can anyone catch him? The tag. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Pistol Pete isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Mississippi State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Touch pass on the run. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing in this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO fired complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decision, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Finds his back in the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying.
Touchdown, Washington. What a grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen, calmer. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They'll run it from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. just feeds the running back. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Looking for room at the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Pulls it in. It's Garrison. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point in the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Dumps it to the back. Got his man on the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's going to pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their...
Going for it all. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now they're up.
Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. They'll try the run. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, he drops to throw. He finds his man. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's first and goal.
On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No shot at a return. It's out in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. And Jesse, probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Give to the back. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Washington right back to the line.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy, really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stepping, and they continue to run the football, even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Still looking on the move. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Escapes the sack. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Off play action on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
You know, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open. Like on that last play, just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, the ground game. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the punishment has been extended.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Huskies will hustle to the line. Leaves it with the back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And now about this lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Pulls and fires complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run play action. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Makes his connection. Touchdown, Huskies! A great catch and run for 6. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Oklahoma State is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Stillwater for a long time.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different...
And more yards after contact. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Big time throw on that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the running back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the beatdown has ensued.
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. First down for this offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Notre Dame 42, Washington 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Short throw to the sideline, complete. He steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
Tackled immediately after the catch. The Huskies racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. The aerial assault continues. He's got the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Washington coming to the line with another first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Keep it on the ground. Tackled there by the defense. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the point after is good. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Looking to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pulls it in.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Washington wants to go quickly. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on third and goal. Off the play fake. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. The give as they work on that clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. He'll try the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Irish send out the punt unit. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete on the right side. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
To the air on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He'll just keep slinging it. Got a man.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Pressure coming. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Huskies. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Yeah, it's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or 2. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were